Hello, everyone. You know, it's International Overdose Awareness Day, and I know that this is in such uncertain times, so I'm going to try not to mention COVID. I'm going to try and just reflect and remember about the friends, the families, the people I've met who have lost someone to an overdose. And I think about my friend Nigel. When he died of an overdose, and this was a long time ago, but when he died, his family couldn't speak about it. They couldn't say that he had died of an overdose. And that was probably 20 years ago, maybe more. But it hasn't changed. The stigma around drug use, the stigma around overdose is actually what's holding us back. The fact that if you want to give up cigarettes, if you want to have a dry July, everyone celebrates and congratulates. If you want to give up heroin, who are you going to tell? Because you can't. And the families that are trying to help their loved ones in this time, it's so difficult, and it's still so difficult, and it's wrong. You know, like overdoses, there's more people who die from an overdose than die from a road toll. But you know what? I've spoken to a number of families who, rather than say that their loved one died from an overdose, they say they died in a car accident, because that is acceptable. Yet, these days, more people die from overdoses than from the road toll. And we have to change that. And we know, look, I think the figures are around 6 for every 100,000 people die from an overdose. But when you think of our Aboriginal brothers and sisters, that's 19 per 100,000. That's triple. And I hope that 2020 might be the year that we see changes. I mean, it's fantastic. Today we're going to see buildings light up. We're going to see Flinders Station light up, Amy Park, the Telstra Tower in Canberra. We're going to see buildings around the world light up to recognise the deaths to overdose. But what we need to see is changes in laws. Like, can we stop criminalising people for using drugs or for using certain drugs? I mean, Portugal did it like 20 years ago. And guess what? 4 people died from an overdose in Portugal in the last reported year. So we need to change these laws, and that will help us address stigma. And so I am calling on everyone, please remember your loved ones, look after yourself. Reflect on the fact that people who use drugs use them for a whole bunch of reasons. It does not mean that they were bad. It does not mean that you did not love them enough, because you did. But the system that we deal with today makes that so hard. So on today, International Overdose Awareness Day, my heart goes out to everyone who has lost someone, everyone who is remembering someone today. But let's not stop fighting for a change. Let's not stop fighting to look at drugs from a different perspective, from look at drugs that is not a criminal. That person was someone who was loved. And I hope that 2020 is the year that things change in Australia.